Hi everyone, it's Kamal here again with your February 2019 market update. Before we get to the report, let's take a look at the riddle from last month. Last month's riddle was, what disappears as soon as you say its name? Only one person got the answer right, and the answer, of course, was silence. What disappears as soon as you say its name? And the answer again is silence. And Bharti Sharma, thank you very much for playing along. You were the only person that got the answer right from last month. Now, for this month's riddle, take a look at this image. I personally like this riddle. So take a look at this image and solve the riddle. The only clue that I can give you is that it's a famous song from the 80s. So if you were around in the 80s and you were listening to a bunch of songs, you will be able to figure this out. Tune in next month to find out what the answer is. And now here's your February 2019 real estate market update. Okay, so here's your February market update. I do apologize. This report is late getting to you. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I was out sick last week. The voices in my head returned, and it got really bad when two of the voices started fighting. So I do apologize for the delay. Now, let's take a look at the real estate market 2019, February 2019. The real estate market did diddly squat. That's right, diddly squat. Basically, the market didn't do anything. I've spoken about this quite a bit in my previous videos about the seasonality of the market where we are here in Ontario. I'm not going to go into detail on this. If you do want to understand about the seasonality of our marketplace, check out my YouTube channel. There's at least 2-3 different videos talking extensively about this and the impact it has on buyers and sellers. So February 2019, we really saw absolutely no movement in the real estate market. If you remember, we had a bunch of snowstorms, freezing rain, and all those wonderful winter weather. All right. Look at average home price. February 2019, average home price came in at $712,000. If you look at January, the month before, average home price in Mississauga was sitting at $705,000. So from January to February, that was a total increase of just over 1%. That's what I meant. So we really saw no movement when it came to real estate in February. Now, going forward, what are some of the things that we got to watch out for? First, interest rates, as always, because it has a big impact on real estate. Interest rates for at least the first half of 2019, you're probably not going to see any movement at all. This is because the fourth quarter 2018 GDP numbers came in much weaker than anybody had anticipated. In fact, the governor of Bank of Canada was quoted as saying that they were surprised by how weak that number was. So first half of 2019, no interest rate movement. Second half of 2019, we'll have to see how Q1, Q2 2019 performs, and that will basically decide what happens going forward into second half of the year. All right. The next thing that is kind of in the horizon that's being discussed is the 30-year mortgage amortization. Now, right now, as it stands, we can only get a maximum of 25 years. That's the way it is right now. This plus the stress test that banks are forced to apply. A lot of buyers are simply not qualifying for mortgages, or they're not qualifying for a higher mortgage. Now, with that, plus the fact that the last 1.5 years, we've had a significant drop in the supply of listings. We've had a very soft or slow market here where we are in Toronto, in the GTA. All right. Now, if the 30-year amortization mortgage does come back, I believe it's going to create a temporary bump up in price. The reason for that, quite simply, is with a new 30-year amortization mortgage, more buyers will be able to enter the market, more buyers will be able to qualify for higher amount. The demand side will increase, more buyers are coming in. The supply side will still be restricted because supply typically does not change that quickly. It changes very slowly. So demand goes up, supply stays the same. Economics 101, price has to go up. So I believe if the 30-year amortization mortgage comes back, you will see an initial bump up in price. But once that has taken place, I believe we're going to go back to the way it is right now, which is a slower market, a more of a traditional market. And I think that's where we're going to be. So that's your February 2019 market update. And as always, if you or someone you know is thinking about buying or selling real estate, please give me a call. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. Thank you very much for your time.